Okay, so this I watched a little bit, so I think it will be a really interesting conversation. So let's check this one out.
Are there any other single women who feel kind of crazy when you get on TikTok and you see men posting videos about, I can't find a good woman, dating is so hard, it's hard to find, the right girl? It makes me feel like I'm on another planet. Because how are you as a man having a hard time finding a great woman in this dating culture that we're in? I can't comprehend that. If I think about my friends off the top of my head, I can think of four friends right now who are also single, who are amazing women, beautiful, smart, funny, fun, exciting, like cool people that I would recommend a single guy. If a single guy came to me and was like, oh, I can't find a good woman, I'd be like, oh my gosh, here's a list. And then on the other hand, if you ask a guy, like, oh, do you have any single friends? He'd be like, oh, no, you don't want to date my friends. Not my friends. And it's like, well, yes, exactly. There really are not any options. You're friends with this guy and you wouldn't even recommend him. And yet I'm supposed to be out here on these streets, like, sifting through all of these men that no man would recommend. It's just the proportions are so off. There are so many amazing women, and I can't comprehend a single man complaining about this particular dating culture that we're in. Like what's not clicking? What do you need? What more do you need? You have everything. You have everyone. Women are smarter than we've ever been. We're more educated than we've ever been. We have more money than we've ever had. There's beautyflation. We're more beautiful than we've ever been on planet Earth. And you're having a hard time? Honestly, maybe that's the problem, is that we are so great that they can't live up to it. They can't match it. They don't meet our standards. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. I really don't. Are there any other single women?
They don't meet your standards. I'm going to talk about it again. You wonder why her guy friend wouldn't recommend any friends to her. And this is the thing. This is the thing where women are so honestly, women are so delusional. The entitlement, the ego in this, the pure narcissism. It's like you go beyond confidence to absolutely egotistical. Okay? And the difference between men complaining, let's say this. Yeah, men complain. Men complain about the dating market. But here's the thing. Men have to be the pursuer. Right? Men have to be the pursuer. Pursuing women that, you know what? He doesn't even know what her standards are. He doesn't know what she wants. Because again, this is just looks alone. Just looks alone from dating statistics. Women find most men unattractive, right? 80% of women find 80% of men unattractive. So no matter how beautiful you are, when in your mind practically most men are ugly in your brain, no duh men will complain. No duh men will complain because again, every woman find practically most men unattractive. It's just like men are just not attractive to women nowadays. So really, no duh, men will complain. And here's the thing: average men, majority of men make 50 to 60, maybe even 70K a lifetime. A lifetime. Okay? Most men make an average earning, okay, of through that bracket. And yet most women, okay, no matter to be honest, no matter what tax bracket a woman falls, most women are always asking for six-figure men. Right? Oh, practically always asking. And if they're not asking for, oh, I need a man to be so ambitious. I need a man to be a go-getter. Things like words to pretty much say that, you know what, if he's not six figures now, he will eventually be. He's working to become six figures. Most men don't become six figures throughout their life, right? Most men will die in the five figures. That's plain and simple, right? This is the thing with women. It's women that's making it hard for everyone, right? They make it hard for themselves. They make it hard for men. These expectations, yes, women are doing better than ever. So because women are making their own money, which is pretty much average money, right? They're making about this, you know, comparative to men. Yet, because they're making money, they expect most men that they want to make more than them to compensate for them. And most women want good looking men, right? Like the Kendra G show. Like the woman said, she wants the man that most women want. And I guarantee you that ain't a lie. That ain't what is it? What was the word? It's not like a unicorn kind of mindset. It's not. Very common. Very common. Okay? And here's also the thing. Women want socially calibrated men. Men that has charm, i.e. men good with women. Right? Men that are, highly desired by women. So this is the thing where, no duh, most men will complain. Because honestly, in my opinion, most men, they're not like that. Because most men aren't that good with women. I'm saying I definitely ain't, right? I'm not charming. I'm not really smooth with my words. I'm shitty with it, right? That's why I don't really hit on women. I don't, because I can't think of a pick a line. I can't, smooth talk any woman. So this is ridiculous. Let's break it down.
And who feel kind of crazy when you get on TikTok and you see men posting videos about, I can't find a good woman, dating is so hard, it's hard to find, the right girl. It makes me feel like I'm on another planet because
you are, because you don't understand men. You don't. You really women put zero brain cells in understanding men. Especially, they don't care about men's hardships. They don't care about men's point of views. They don't. Because it is hard. It is very hard to find women, good women. Okay? It's very hard to find, let alone to find women that want you, let alone good women. It's like this is the dilemma of being the pursuer, right? The man that asks a woman out. Your success rate is closer to 0 than it is to 100%. Much closer to 0.
How are you as a man having a hard time finding a great woman in this dating culture that we're in? I can't comprehend that.
Women aren't saying yes to every single man. Women, this is the thing, right? There are enough women for every single man on this earth. Not every single woman is going to say yes to every single man. So your logic is idiotic at best. But here's the thing. Even if you force women, right, they still wouldn't do it, right? Even if it's like, even with the odds that there are a man for every single woman, she still wouldn't say no, because women have criteria, standards, expectations, their wants, their desires. There's so much that goes into it. Don't matter about this. Like, this is the thing, right? This woman is like kind of idiotic, because even dating statistics have shown how 80% of women predominantly go for the 20%, the top 20% of men. Okay, even the dating apps have shown you, right, a kind of a clear representation of how women think in the dating market. Women with all these options, right, all these options of men, women still decline so many men and swipe on the top percent of men, the men that are highly desirable, highly desired by many women. So really, that's why, honestly, I said this at the beginning, okay? All right, I said at the beginning of the stream. Women put no thought when it comes to dating. No thought when it comes to dating, when it comes to men. They put so much effort when it comes to education, when it comes to career. They put so much thought, so much effort, so much time into those two, but they put zero, either almost zero or exactly zero thought, effort, time when it comes to men and dating. Zero.
If I think about my friends off the top of my head, I can think of 4 friends right now who are also single, who are amazing women, beautiful, smart, funny, fun, exciting, like cool people that I would recommend a single guy.
It's like women are so delusional in this sense. Where are you gonna date her? Are you dating her? Because this is the thing where how women treat friendship and how they treat their man is worlds apart. It's really worlds apart. Okay. Are you funny? Are you because are you did all your exes find you funny? Beautiful. I mean, she's good looking, so I wouldn't be surprised that her friends are good looking. But it's like smart. Do you? It's like great that you find these women so amazing. Okay, but you're not the one dating them, right? You're not the one dating them. So your thoughts about them, it don't mean a whole lot. Right? It don't mean a whole lot because the dating market, reality will show you what these women stand. If they were really funny, if they were really beautiful, if they were really smart, all this stuff, reality will show you if it's true or not.
If a single guy came to me and was like, "Oh, I can't find a good woman," I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, here's a list." And then on the other hand, if you ask a guy like, "Oh, do you have any single friends?" He'd be like, "Oh no, you don't want to date my friends, not my friends." And it's like,
and do you ever wonder why? Because you think, oh, because you don't want to date my friends because you think that they're not that good, or how about because your standards are too high, right? These men won't meet your standards, right? You are difficult. I mean, surprised women don't even think about that, right? They don't think about, you know what? You are the problem, okay? Because the men that I know won't meet your high ass delusional standards, okay? What you think, what you want in a man, these men won't meet it. Don't mean that these men aren't good men, right? It don't mean that. It means that what type of women you are, these men will have a hard time being with you. These men will have a hard time getting with you. Yeah, like, because this is the thing. If women never always think about they're so amazing. They're so amazing. Because she said in the end, right, how amazing she is. So really, with your ego so high, you think that any man, to be honest, any man would introduce you to other people because you have such a big ego. No man will ever stand it. No man will ever deal with it.
well, yes, exactly. There really are not any options. You're friends with this guy and you wouldn't even recommend him, and yet I'm
Wouldn't recommend him because you think that there's no options, right? You think this is the thing where there are millions, billions of men, right? There are, but this is the thing with women. Just like Kendra G show, just like we've done this countless times, there are men out there. The problem is women want perfection, tall, good looking, good body, right? Good D, money on point or beyond point, right? Charming, faithful, right? Monogamous mindset, wants to marry. Like you have all these expectations. I'm sorry, not enough men can meet these expectations of women. Not enough, if any, right? If any man can meet them. So really, it's like, no, duh, he can't recommend any man to you. It's like women, like their ego matches their requirements, their standards.
supposed to be out here on these streets, like sifting through all of these men that no man would recommend. It's just the proportions are so off. There are
Because you gotta think, you are hard to deal with. No man meets your insane standards.
so many amazing women, and I can't comprehend a single.
It don't matter how amazing she is when she sees no man that's on her level, right? She sees no man amazing for her, okay? She sees no man good enough for her. Because this is the thing. Honestly, the whole women calling their exes, men narcissists, in my opinion, is insane. Insane. because I think most women, they suffer from narcissism.
Man complaining about this particular dating culture that we're in. Like what do you what's not clicking? What do you need? What more do you need? You have everything. You have everyone. Women are smarter than we've ever
You don't. It's like absolute delusion.
been. We're more educated than we've ever been. We have more money than we've ever had. There's beauty.
And yet, you know what? You require men with either equal or more education than you. You require men with equal to more money than you. I mean, you require men that looks just as good or better looking than you. It's like, how many women just calls men ugly?
Inflation, we're more beautiful than we've ever been on planet Earth. And you're having a hard time? Honestly, maybe that's the problem, is that we are so great that they just can't live up to it, they can't match it, they don't meet our standards. I don't know what the problem is.
She said it, right? These men just can't meet women's standards. So really, can you be more surprised that men complain rather than women complain? Right? I mean, no man can meet your standards. So really, it's like, that's why it's like, because you're the ones who dictate your standards, and you pretty much, and these women aren't virgins, right? These women aren't virgins. So he dealt with plenty of men, yet no man can meet your standards.
I really don't. Are there any other single women who
That's that's that Blue. That is, that is depressing. That is, I hate that the most, right? I hate that the most when men put so much effort and women downplays men so much. I really hate it, right? Men do so much for women, and all I hear is women shitting on men, right? Women putting down men. It's really tiring. It is. This is why I will forever support good men, because good men, right, are so undervalued in this society. They are, and it's really tiring how little value people put on good men. Because men that try their best for the people they love, for the people around them, it's disgusting. And women like this, right? How their standards are so high, and yet they always get with the shitty ass men, right? Standards so high that you constantly get with shitty men. You don't value morality. You don't value effort. You don't value a man that has character, that has principles, that has boundaries, that would respect and love women. You don't. Women don't value that, and it's really sad. Um, it is. Tired of that. All right, what do you guys think?